We thank you for listening to our podcast. If you have any questions about the program or the services of KPP Financial, who bring you this program each day, we'd love to hear from you. You can call our 24-hour listener line and ask, and we'll get right back to you. You might want to know about KPP's Individual Stock Management Account, our flagship program. This is an actively managed portfolio of individual stocks in which KPP will buy long and sell short, taking advantage of both up and down market scenarios. A strict code of limitations is followed by this program, which builds in certain positive controls, thereby minimizing risk. So call with those questions you may have at 888-99-CHART. That's 888-992-4278. Or if you're there at the computer, just go to investtalk.com and click on Contact Us. This is Invest Talk, an hour dedicated to making you financially independent for your retirement. Invest Talk is a two-way conversation. It's questions and answers and ideas for reducing risk and finding opportunities to make your money grow. And now, here's your host, registered investment advisor, Steve Peasley. You're listening to an encore presentation of Invest Talk. Please call with your questions and comments, though, 888-99-CHART, 888-99-CHART, and Steve will answer them on the next Invest Talk.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Friday edition of Invest Talk. We welcome all our podcast listeners, of course, and everybody listening to us on investtalk.com, our website. So we appreciate that. And, of course, the radio listeners as well. We thank you again for making this show part of your day. This is the 1-hour retirement planning session. I say retirement planning session because everybody is saving money for retirement, and you need to. You need to. Don't have to do it all at once, but you need to put money aside because eventually you are going to, if not retire, at least slow down in your work life. And you need that extra money to maintain a comfortable living condition. Or you make some big changes in your life, that's for sure. Now, there's lots and lots of problems. We all know that. There's lots of issues on how to make money, how to save money, how to grow money, all those things, especially in these trying times we're in right now. Should you have an annuity, a Roth, or a regular IRA? Should you participate in your 401k plan, your 403b, 457? Have all those numbers. What do they all mean? How do you do that? That's what we're here for, to help you answer some of those challenges, to help make some of those decisions of what you should do and how you should do it. Now, this afternoon, we're going to spend a few minutes with someone who is doing his part to help investors and others gain a better footing concerning their money matters, concerning saving money, concerning getting rich. You know, I am a firm believer that everybody can get rich. I am. The trick is you don't necessarily get rich quick. Those people who think you're going to get rich quick will never get rich. They'll have to be extremely lucky because if you think you're going to get rich quick, you start to make decisions that are not sound.
And do you notice, Steve, that a lot of people think one good deal, that's all they need is one lucky break, but they don't realize it's a lifestyle, it's a pattern. It
is a pattern. Helen, I'm sorry I didn't introduce Helen Crawford, who's with me today, helped me do the show. I'm sorry.
Hi, Steve.
Just slipped my mind. I got all involved with it. Anyways, that's true. It is a lifestyle decision as to what you do and how you do it. What do you do with that money? Anyway, this man, he operates a blog called GetRichSlowly.org. GetRichSlowly.org. I have been using that terminology, get rich slowly. You can get rich, but you got to get rich slowly, for years and years and years, and I am amazed that he picked that up, and not from me. I'm sure he made it all up on his own, but I'm amazed I found somebody else who feels as strongly about it as I do. So I need to talk to this guy. Now, this is all concerning personal finance matters that make sense. That makes sense. So we're going to pick his brain, and learn what he's learned from various people and what they're doing, and maybe we can pick up some clues on how we can get everybody listening to the show rich. because I want you to be rich. Well, you can be. What's really nice is you can do it. It's up to you. It's just if you think you're going to win the lottery, well, that's not happening. Someone's going to get lucky, but it's not going to be you.
Well, I think a lot of people are going to start having to think differently now, Steve, in this environment as well. They're going to have to change their
Well,
mind.
finally people are spending less than they earn.
Right.
We see the savings rate the last month or two finally starting to go up. So, it's only been, what did I say, 50 years or so that all we did was increase debt. Very interesting.
Steve's new book is on sale now, Above Average Investing for the Average Investor. Just go to investtalk.com and learn more about it, or buy a copy.
Now it's time to get you on the phone. We'd love you to have you ask questions. We open the lines for any questions, answers, or comments you might have. The number is 888-99-CHART. That's 888-992-4278. We're going to talk with a man named J.D. Roth. He's the one that operates a popular blog called GetRichSlowly.org. GetRichSlowly.org. I suggest you go and take a look at that website. It's very interesting. He was mentioned in Money Magazine, this website, and in Money Magazine about how popular the website is and how it just makes so much sense. Okay? Personal finance that makes sense. So I want to welcome JD to Invest Talk. JD, thank you for coming aboard.
Thanks, Steve. I'm glad to be here.
Now, I don't usually gush over somebody's website. I'm really impressed. I really am.
Thank you very much.
Because I think, JD, is because even though I haven't met you or anything, I feel like I've been talking about this. I've told people, you should have heard me. People thought I was crazy a few years ago when Helen, remember we were talking about pay down your mortgage. Pay a little extra, just a little bit every month. And everybody was saying, no, borrow, buy more houses, look how much money you can make.
Right.
I said, no. So get rich slowly, it just fits right into what I believe.
Excellent.
So tell me a little bit about the website. How did it get started? How did you think about doing this? Or maybe just a little bit of development. Where did it come from?
Sure. Well, during the mid-'90s, just after I got out of college, I managed to begin racking up a lot of debt, a lot of consumer debt. Mm-hmm. I made a lot of poor decisions, and I bought some dumb stuff. So by the end of 2004, I had accumulated over $35,000 in credit card debt or consumer debt.
Ouch.
Yeah, and I was beginning to feel overwhelmed. We had just bought a new house just at the front edge of the bubble, and we knew we had to do some remodeling on it. It's a 100-year-old house, and I was looking at all the expenses I knew that were coming up and looking at all the debt I already had and just feeling overwhelmed. And some friends loaned me a couple of books. They loaned me Your Money or Your Life, which is a fantastic book. It's by Joe Dominguez and Vicki Robin.
Oh, wow.
And also Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover. Mm-hmm. And I read those books, and I thought, wow, maybe these are kind of making sense. And so I borrowed some more books from the library and just started reading about personal finance. And I realized that many of the books were saying the same thing. They had the same suggestions. So I kind of wrote them all down just for myself, really. Mm-hmm. And I published this on my personal website, the information I'd written down, and I called the article that